Welcome to another episode on our channel. Today we're talking about the Avengers, the Scarlet Witch, played by Elizabeth Olsen. She comes in reds and orange hues here, and I'm kind of considering this an unboxing of sorts, even though this is an old figure and that I've never seen her before. I'm hoping everything is intact on the inside and that the only thing wrong with this is the inner part of the art box, which seems to be damaged. But the front looks pretty darn good with Elizabeth Olsen there. The side has that Marvel symbol on the back. Just typical Hot Toys boxes. The side just repeats with Scarlet Witch here. So the front looks pretty darn good. Like I said, it's just bowed here, and there are some dings at the top. Down here at the bottom. So that's actually quite nice. It doesn't appear to have been taken out. All right, so they have the neck thing in, and with the tape still on it, it doesn't look like the tape has been worn, so I wonder if they've never displayed it. I always take the tape off. I hate leaving tape on boxes. You just don't know the long-term effects of that. So let me get her out. Okay. Yeah. That looks like her. Yeah. And it's nice that she has rooted hair. That's so much better than molded hair, from my perspective anyway. Okay, and she's got her hands and feet with plastic over it. Well, put her off to the side and just see what's in the box. So we do have, oh wow, lots of hand choices. 1, 2, 3, 4 right hands, and that's in addition to the 2 hands on her right now, and 2, looks like 2 left hands. Move them back a bit. Make sure that's all the hands. Okay, so she has, move that out of the way. So she has one hand that's kind of like this. So it's open. This finger is bent a little bit. The other fingers are slightly bent, and the thumb is straight out. So that. And this is just a different view of an open hand. And the fingers are slightly colored orange. This hand is a bit more closed instead of open. The little finger is bent, the thumb is straight out. Okay, this one does not have any orange on it. It does have several rings on it. They're not movable, but several rings. And there is finger paint, black, fingernail paint, I should say, on her nails. This one is orange. There are rings on it though. So this is a left hand, and it's kind of a little curved over, some a little bent, fairly open. And this is even more open still. And so 2 left hands, and both with orange tinges to them. So she comes with 4 right hands, 2 left hands. Actually, all of these hands have rings on them and bracelets. And her relaxed hands also come with rings. They're not orange though. Okay. So lots of hands. So move that over to the side. What else do we have? Oh, these are the things that you can put in the hands to represent spells or whatever. Yeah, very colorful. So nice attachments that you can put on the hands. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure I saw the movie with her, so this looks like, I'll have to look it up, but it may be a bomb or something like that. It's got some wires protruding out of it. It's rounded, fairly rounded. I'll look that up. If you're a Avengers fan, you probably, and like the Scarlet Witch, you've probably already seen that and know what it is. All right. So for stand, I will never leave tape on these things. All right. So it has the Avengers symbol on it, and it's got Scarlet Witch right here in silver. So that's cool. And of course, oh, that's interesting. I usually see like a one rectangular piece where this thing goes in. There's 2 separate little boxes that this stand goes into. That's very different. Not what I'm used to seeing. But it goes in easy. So that part is good. All right. So we have a stand. Okay. What else? Okay, so this looks to be like necklace. A couple of them. This is where you want to be careful because sometimes when you open these things up, there's too much pressure put on it and it opens up real fast and things go flying. Oh, there we go. That came out nicely. All right, so there's a very small necklace. And then we have a much longer necklace. So, oh, we have an extra pair of wrist joints. I'm always looking for those things. So lots of hands. What attaches to the hands. We've got some necklaces and whatever this thing is. I'll look it up. We'll pause now. I'll look that up. I'll get her set up and then we'll take a closer look at her. We are back, and this is actually quite a cool figure. She has a wonderful outfit on, from the socks to the boots to the black skirt, the jacket in and of itself, her shirt. And then I put the two necklaces on her. I put the two orange set fingertip hands on her, and I put one of these spell things in one of her hands. And after looking on the internet, this is the Ultron's heart. So that's the heart. It's very intricate with tubes coming out of it. And yeah, you could say those would be arteries, so to speak, but mechanical ones. Yeah, so that's the mystery there. She did come with tape on around her legs, and I didn't quite know. She had the socks on, but the tape underneath it. Why would they put tape on her legs? And then I took the socks off to get to the tape, took the tape off, and realized the black socks have imprinted the color, the dye has seeped into the legs. So they probably expected that to happen. For some reason, couldn't stop it from happening and had taped the legs to try to stop the seepage from happening on the way to the customer who purchased the item. So this has probably been, my guess would be then, this has been displayed. And the tape was put back on, but the damage had been done to the legs. Still, she is a cool looking figure. She's got an intense look on her face. What we'll do now is pause and get her on a turn tray so you can see her from angles and see this a bit better, see her hands and so forth. This is a pose I put her in for now. I'm very happy with her. I did break one of the wrist things trying to get the hand off. And that's my own fault. Sometimes when you're not overly cautious, and I should have done the hot water from the get-go in terms of taking her hands off, and didn't. So I lost a wrist. Anyway, let's pause now and get her on a turn tray so you can see her from different angles. We are back, and I only put one of these in one of her hands. I think that's plenty. But let's turn around and see her from different angles. When we do get a close-up of her face, you'll see how deep her eyes are. That's such a cool touch there. So, and this is nice. I mean, I like that attachment. I like the color at the ends of her fingers. There she is. She's got a stance. And she's ready to fight. And in her socks, they're actually ridden with holes in them. And the stains are coming out that way too. There's her hand with the orange in the hand. You can see it better with maybe my hand here. Okay. But you can see it against her black skirt very well. There we go. Yeah. Very nicely done by Hot Toys. So we'll stop now and get some close-ups from here on up, and then our last set of shots will be a very tight close-up of her face. Wow, even at this distance, you can see her eyes are bold, are dark, are deep, very intense stare. It'll be even more exacerbated when we get a real tight close-up of her. The orange on her fingers, you can't see it on this hand because of the attachment, but that is such a cool touch to have that on this particular figure. Yeah, I'm very happy with this look. I'll just turn her from side to side to get a little more profile shots here. Yeah, you can see a little of the orange inner fingers here. And then over on the other side. I love this hand, especially. Yeah. And the black is so cool with the orange. Yeah. It just makes everything stand out so nicely. So we'll put her kind of more forward facing. All right. Yeah. So let's pause and get a very nice tight close-up of her face. Well, if looks could kill, the other person would be totally dead by now. That's a really deep, intense, dark stare she's got going on there. But it's a great head sculpt. Here's one last final look at our figure, the Scarlet Witch. She looks awesome. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.